Welcome to Microsoft Excel training. If you have a value that sums to 100% in Microsoft Excel, you can easily show it as pie charts. Charts in Excel are a pretty broad topic, and not every chart type is used everywhere. If there is a value that sums to 100%, similar to our example, you can use pie charts instead of using column charts. Let's do it this way. You can create a similar table yourself. Our formulas here are clear. We divided the total value by the total, that is, I divided the actual value by the total and separated the percent of values. I selected these two fields, pressed Control, and selected the percentage part so that I included the other middle part, or not the totals. When you come to the Input tab, when you come to the Add tab, in the Graphics section here, you can see the pie slice charts there. You can choose to create two-dimensional and three-dimensional pie slice charts, or it can be created as if it were a single slice. Let's select 3 dimensions. When you select 3 dimensions from here, the graphic that opens will open in front of you. Let's delete the graphic head, select it and delete it, and let's make it a little smaller. To see it more clearly, now when you shrink the graph in this way, the part of the graph that appears is real. The blue difference part is now from the same graph. First of all, I press Ctrl-C. I selected the line. I press Ctrl-C. I come to an empty area. By pressing Control or pressing, it creates 2 of the same graph. My purpose here is to hide the difference part in the first one and to hide the part that occurs in the second one. In this way, when you look at it, we will be able to see these in 2 different graphs. Now, first of all, let's rotate the area here if you want. To do this, look, after pressing the right button, we come to the Format Data Series section. In the Format Data Service section that opens, we have 3 options. There is a place where we can use Fill 3D shading features, and we can do these from the service options, which we call graphic features. Now, first of all, look here to rotate it sideways. Let me turn my area as follows, 50 degrees and 60 degrees. When you press and hold it, we rotate it and bring it to a certain surface. For example, let's separate it like this. I brought it to 150 degrees so that it looks clearer. Now, if we want to separate these 2 slices, I selected the cape below and now here to hide the difference area there. Friends, if you pay attention, the blue dots are both different, and when you click on the difference in the actual part, you will see that the blue dots in the actual part disappear. This is important. The location you want to remove must be selected. My 3 blue dots took 3 corners in the difference section. Filling options here. When you say no fill and no line from the border, look, we have hidden it here. Now, of course, we don't have the difference part here. Let's click on the difference. I mouse click on the expression and press DLT to delete it. Now, let's similarly bring it to the same degree here. We turn this place into 150. We can convert this directly by typing 150 here again to see it like this. Let's separate it like this from here if you want. Although we do not need to separate this because we will remove the color of the blue area here, it will look different. Now this time we click on the blue area and let's separate it from the filling part again. I say no fill and I hide this place by saying no line. Similarly, once I click on it, OK is selected. When you click once again, the phrase happened is selected. I deleted this place too. And now when you look at it, let's close this. When we make the screen smaller, we can show this by saying the difference between 2 graphs of the same size in 2 separate graphs. Now let's go over this and click on the right button and click on Add Data Labels. Let's see how it works. When we say add, look, it comes here, but it also comes here. We need to select the value there and delete it by pressing DLT. Let's select the value here and enlarge it. Let's paint it white like this, or of course it is white, but you will remove it from this. It is not right to paint it white because the other ground is white. I am here. Look, friends, we need to remove the fill color from here. Let's say no fill. Let's make the text color white. and you can place it as you wish. Similarly, here we press the right button. Let's say add data labels from add data labels. Once you click on 86%, both are selected. When you click on 86% a second time and press the life, you delete it. How many times have we done this? Let's see, it's 28. Similarly, let's make this 28. Let there be order. If it won't be too big, 28. Grab this from here again and expand it like this. If we set the text color to white, maybe we need to lower it a bit, like this. Look at your surroundings neatly like this. We created two graphs from a single graph. The part that is realized can now be kept here and enlarged a little more if you wish, so that it looks clearer, but as you enlarge it, see that the graph becomes smaller. Because the area is narrow, we brought it to 12. Click here. Let's bring it to 12. Let's provide the same standard here. In this way, friends, you can do these in two separate graphs and set the percentages as you wish. If you want, we can keep these percentages like this and put them in the corner. But the background text color will not be white. This time we need to make it black so it's obvious. Let's do it this way. I made this a little bigger. Similarly, from here I selected 14%. I put it in the corner. Likewise, I changed the font size to black. And let's look at the size of this. It's 28. Now we can enlarge it as we want, and it's 28 like this. Yes, you can create graphs like this. We made two separate graphs from a single graph, and they are presented in two separate presentations. It is also possible to add it to slides or save it as a JPEG image.